There's something I noticed lately, and honestly it is becoming alarming. Like insult upon insult, dragging upon dragging, curses upon curses. Anywhere you turn on social media. The other day I saw an elderly woman raining curses on G.O. Adeboye, his children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, even to the unborn generation. Even to the unborn generation, innocent souls, because of the situation of this country. And she is not alone. Every day, people gather online to curse politicians, celebrities, pastors, public figures, and anyone who dares to say, I stand with Tinubu. So long as you support Tinubu, they start raining curses on you. They call you name, they body shame you, they attack your family, they question your intelligence. They rain curses as if they have been appointed judges over humanity. Now listen carefully. I understand the frustration, I understand the pain. Me too, I did this country, I understand them all. All of us dey inside. We dey feel them together. I understand the anger, the economic situation is difficult. Insecurity is troubling. People are struggling. Nobody can honestly say everything is perfect. Nobody fit talks anything perfect now. But here is what many people fail to understand. Just because something is not working for you does not automatically mean it is not working for another. Life has never operated that way. In the Bible, during famine in Egypt, Joseph's wisdom preserved an entire nation. While many suffered, others survived. Because of Joseph's position, his family were not forgotten. Maybe the other people in Israel, maybe they were left to suffer. But his own family survived the hardship. Not everyone experiences the same reality at the same time. That is why when a celebrity, politician, a public figure, a pastor says, I stand with Tinubu, many of you automatically assume they are wicked. These people are wicked. You start raining curses, you start insulting them. But have you considered that some of them may have personal relationships with him that existed long before he became president? Some of them knew him before power. Some of them benefited from him before politics. They were close. They were families. They were friends. I mean, think about Jesus with his disciples. You can imagine the pain. All of us call Judas betrayer. Why? Because he was an inert carcass. You eat, you die with this man. And then you betrayed him. You betrayed him. You saw what happened. How Peter felt when he denied Jesus. Even if we read that part, you know how we feel too. If the whole world will turn against me, the Pharisees, the Sadducees will turn against me, why you? Why must you deny me? These people should be loyal no matter what every other person thinks, or no matter what others face. They have known him long before they had a relationship. Some of these people are simply loyal to someone who once helped them. And if we're being honest, are we not all praying for loyal friends? It is hard to find loyal friends these days. Are we not all hoping to have people who will stand by us even when the world turns against us? Be honest. If your father, brother, friend or mentor helped change your life, would you suddenly abandon them because public opinion changed? Loyalty is easy when things are good. I believe if now your papa went into that kind of position or anything at all, even if the whole people, the whole family, every other person, even if everybody says no, you go stand by him. You will never turn against him, except you have never benefited anything from him. Even at that, blood, they say, is thicker than water. This is what we are saying. True loyalty is tested when everyone else walks away. But that does not mean people approve of every decision a government makes. It simply means relationship exists beyond politics. But now, let me address something nobody seems willing to talk about. You see this part, nobody won't talk about that. I want to address this part. Before you curse anybody, before you blame anybody, before you condemn anybody, before you drag anybody online, see all of you will come they drag. Before you drag anybody online, make sure you were not among those who collected 1,000 naira, a wrap of gala, or a cup of gari in exchange for your votes. Because if you sold your votes, you participated in creating the very system you are complaining about today. You cannot mortgage your future, then act surprised when death matures. You cannot exchange your voice for temporal gratification and then wonder why no one hears you afterwards. The day you sold your vote, you sold your influence, you sold your bargaining power, you sold your right to claim moral superiority over everyone else. That is the uncomfortable truth. Millions of people are cursing politicians today. Fine. But where are the people who collected 1,000 to vote for them? Where are the people who celebrated election handouts? You're here dragging pastors. You're dragging public figures. Where are these people? We saw them online. People's fathers, mothers collecting peanuts. See where they degrade you now. Carry 1 naira, 500 naira, giving a Ghana, giving a malt. And all of you have the effrontery to also gather with others to do what? To drag public figures, drag pastors, celebrities, politicians. You lost that right. Each post you see, we see millions of views, millions of clicks and all of that. Where are the people who traded tomorrow for today? If you were among them, before pointing fingers, before raining curses, first of all, curse yourself. Point those fingers at yourself. An African adage says, a man who carries termites into his house should not complain when lizards begin to visit. So why are you complaining? Another proverb says, when there is an enemy within, the enemy outside cannot harm you. Nigeria's problem did not appear from nowhere. Many of them were enabled by choices people willingly made. 4 years. Una collect gala. Una collect 500 naira. 4 years. I was expecting, in fact, I've been expecting to hear somebody come out and say, this 1,000, I opened business with it and I've expanded. Look at the shops I have. I built mansions with it. But no. Instead, you join other innocent people to drag people. Wear their hands clean. Who didn't eat money with you? Who didn't sell their future? That is why self-examination must come first before condemnation. That is the essence of this video. Examine yourself first before you condemn another. And while we are addressing these issues, let me say this. You do not need causes to express disagreement. You do not need insults to make your points. You do not need to abuse people because they hold a different opinion. Ephesians 4:29 says, let no corrupt communication proceed out of your mouth, but that which is good for edifying. And Galatians 6:7 says, whatever a man sows, that also shall he reap. So be careful with the seeds you scatter with your words. Today you are cursing others. Okay? Today you are cursing others. Tomorrow, those same words may return looking for your address. And finally, let me speak to those insulting pastors and men of God. You may disagree with them. You may question them. You may criticize their actions. But never forget the difference between correction and disrespect. David had multiple opportunities to kill Saul. By that time, Saul has already fallen out of God's favor. Yet, David refused to touch him. Why? Because David feared the anointing. He understood that the God who anointed Saul was greater than Saul himself. As it is written in 1 Samuel 24:6, I will not stretch out my hands against my Lord, for he is the Lord's anointed. You can challenge actions without insulting people. You can disagree without becoming hateful. You can speak truth without speaking curses. At the end of the day, accountability is necessary. Correction is necessary. Speaking up is necessary. But wisdom is also necessary. I repeat, before condemning others, examine yourself. Before cursing others, check your own hands. Before attacking others, ask whether you played a role in the problems that you are complaining about. This is the truth. You're hearing it now. Truth does not bend to emotions. Truth does not bow to public opinion. Truth does not adjust itself to trends. Truth remains truth, whether it is applauded or attacked, whether you agree or disagree, whether it favors you or not, whether it is comfortable or uncomfortable. Truth remains truth. Truth first, feelings later, no negotiation.